that fucking episode, man. That episode. So many crazy fucking events in that episode. So many crazy events. Legend of Korra, Book 4, Episode 12, the penultimate episode. I'm just gonna say right now, yes, I'm doing this first. I stopped the episode midway since the two-part episode was 12 and 13 together. Stopped it because I wanted to just discuss episode 12 by itself and then go back after this. I'm going to watch episode 13 and then do its own review for that. So just a heads up on that. But yo, this episode, so much going in. So much going in. So many, like the action this episode, like all inside Republic City, utilizing the buildings. So you have the airbenders flying around, metal bearers kind of like zipping throughout the buildings, buildings getting bent, Kuvira and the fucking giant mech just blowing shit up. It's something like straight out of like a Marvel comic or something, like the Avengers and Spider-Man, and maybe even like the Fantastic Four or something versus like some colossal threat. Like that's what it felt like. It was crazy. It was absolutely amazing. I love the action this episode. I really did. And we got like a great mix of comedy, two really major events that, dude, like, alright, the one that I, honestly, it was sad. The ending was sad with Hiroshi's death. Hiroshi's death carries some weight with it. It really does. If they're gonna kill anybody, kill Hiroshi this episode, because it makes sense. He's finally atoned for his sins. He and Asami had reconciled beforehand. I saw him going out. I could see it coming from as soon as Lin brought him in. And it was quite sad. It was quite sad. I mean, I don't feel too heavily about it because it's not like I'm a Hiroshi fan or anything. Hiroshi's just like more of a minor character. He's been locked away for the longest. We haven't really seen much of him since season 1 and like in recent episodes. But it was still impactful. It was still epic. He finally redeemed himself in his last moments, and it was crazy. But the one major event, aside from all the crazy stuff with Kuvira going on, that this episode gave me that I was just hype when I saw it was Varrick's proposal, yo. Varrick and Julie get engaged. I was just like, yes, 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 yes. It's great. It's great. And the way he proposed was so hilarious. Like, will you do the thing for the rest of our lives? I was just like, yo, Varrick, this is awesome. And like when he tried to do it before, when they're setting up the EMP, and he's basically like, let me tell you this story about my past and this fucking parrot I had that I used to love before I got kidnapped by the circus. I was just like, what are you talking about, Varrick? This is, I see what you're trying to do here. It's trying to confess your feelings, but you gotta do it. It's classic Varrick. It's classic Varrick. I love how he was able to do it and still be true to his character and everything like that. Of course, Julie was expecting it to go down like that. She's like, this is how I always envisioned it. And honestly, like, that's how I envisioned it too. So it was good. It was really endearing, and I'm happy that they're engaged. Hopefully everybody makes it out of this final episode okay for the most part. I'm not expecting really any more deaths. Hiroshi is probably all we're gonna get because it's Korra. It's Korra. We rarely get deaths in Korra. I don't want anyone to die, honestly. Maybe Kuvira. Kuvira can go out for all I give a fuck, because Kuvira's proven insane and she's looking disheveled right now, and I can easily see her going out like a bitch. Like, I can easily see her being a sore loser about everything, just like every single Korra villain has failed to live up to their hype and to, you know, their villainous nature. They always go out like sore losers. Even Zahir, but he redeemed himself when we saw him a couple episodes back. But when he was just like, no, this can't be, and like Bolin like literally stuffs a sock in his mouth, I was just like, are you serious, Zahir? So I have a feeling Kuvira's gonna go down that route. If she doesn't, if she goes out like a badass, fine with me. But I wouldn't mind seeing Kuvira's death, but I don't want any of the main cast characters to die, because I'm expecting a little epilogue, the end of the final episode, sometime into the future, seeing what everything is like. So interested to see how that goes. But overall, the jokes were there, like fucking Pema at the beginning where Prince Wu was like, I have an idea, and Prince Wu really came through in this episode. Like, you see, like, last episode, this episode, how he's developed as a leader, his leadership qualities, evacuating everybody with in his quirky fucking way with the songs and the fucking badgermple and everything like that. I was just like, this is hilarious, dude. But at the end of the day, he's stepping up, you know, in that leadership role, and he's proving himself. He's really proving himself at this point. But like, just when they asked Pema if she can handle, you know, keeping this unruly crowd under control, and she's like, I raised Meeeeelooooo all these years, so of course I can handle anything. I'm just like, damn straight, Pema, damn straight. And it's nice to see her get a little more screen time than she usually does this episode. Meeeeelooooo went in. I love his plan with the balloons, the paint balloons and everything like that. Meeeeelooooo's just proving to be fucking successful. Saves Tenzin, you know, when they're falling after, like, you know, Kuvira shoots at him and Jinora. And I'm just like, yo, the Air Nation as a whole went in. They went hard this episode. Every single one of them just going in, providing, like it's just an epic battle. You have these sky things, and yeah, it's not like any one-on-one thing, but you're seeing crazy bending, crazy like joint air bending that they've been, you know, working on since that time they formed that tornado under Jinora. You have like Bolin going in with lava bending, fucking Bolin, SOOO, and Lin earth bending this giant building, crashing it into Kuvira. I'm just like, this is an epic battle. This is an epic battle, even though it's just them going against a giant mech. It's going fucking hard. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Korra using like the water bending, like freezing it, turning it to ice to give the hummingbirds a chance to break through. I'm just like, yo, so much epic battle shit is going on right now, and I'm hyped to see some one-on-one combat, maybe Korra versus Kuvira, a rematch, and have her finally succeed this time, or whatever happens, how it goes down inside of the suit. But they need to disarm that thing. I already see it coming. I already know we're gonna have a happy end. It's Korra. I know we're gonna have a happy end. It's not like it's gonna be some sort of dark, twisted ending. I mean, there could very well be a death, but I doubt it. Like, even like Tarnrock, for example, when he got thrown off the cliff, penultimate episode of last season, everybody thought he was dead, and then it turns out, you know, he's alive. So I really doubt anything too majorly sad is gonna go down. I wouldn't even be surprised if Batar Jr. and Kuvira were able to reconcile, and Kuvira repents and whatever, even though they're gonna lock her away. They're gonna fucking lock her away. She's insane. She's a dictator. She's going to her, but I'm just hyped. I'm hyped, and at the same time, as I'm about to watch this final episode, there's just a feeling of overwhelming sadness like looming over me, because I'm just like, this is it. This is the last Korra episode I'm ever gonna get to watch. I love Korra so much. I love Avatar, and it's sad. It's sad. I've been enjoying Korra for the last, you know, 3 years almost so much. So much. It's been like a really strong part of my life. That's why I had to do reviews for Korra. And yeah, it's gonna be sad to see it end, but enough of that. Let me know your thoughts on this episode, episode 12. The crazy action, you know, the jokes that we got, Varrick's proposal, Hiroshi's death, just so much going on, so much going on. So let me know your thoughts, and I'm gonna go watch this final episode and bring you guys the review. You know, leave some comments, let me know what you're thinking, like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm out. Peace.